reality is, the more risk you take, the luckier you get. So people need to learn to take one big risk a day. You know, every day take a risk and build up that risk muscle, because risk is where success comes.
Risk must be taken for the greatest. Hazard in life is to risk nothing.
Take the biggest fucking risks of your entire life right now. Remember, you have time.
I think that most people, the reason that they lack success in their life is that they lack the courage to make the decisions that need to be made to put them in the position that they want to be in.
You can get so scared, and you can be so easily lulled into the idea that good is good enough, that feeling safe and comfortable is what you should always be looking for. That way of thinking, in your 20s in particular, dead fucking wrong. I want you to start to create this mindset of taking risks and going big.
All right. Okay. Welcome to R2R. Welcome to Wreck to Riches. Don't forget to smash the like button, drop a comment, post notifications, subscribe. All right. And always remember, I am not a financial advisor. I'm for damn sure not a professional. This is cryptocurrency, guys. You got to do that research. Right? This is for pure entertainment purposes. Don't ever allow an influencer or any social media network out there to influence you when it comes to cryptocurrency, because you could get wrecked and lose it all. Now that we got that out the way, Bitcoin is at $78,763. 718, about to go below 700. 78,700. Just went back up. Oh. Guys, we're not surprised, right? If you're an R2R member only on YouTube, $2.99 a month, price of a Cambodian coffee. We've been talking about these price ranges coming at the end of the month. That January was going to be a bad end of the month. It was going to be horrible. So you were prepared, because for the price of a Cambodian coffee, got a little bit extra content to hear me rant. By the way, R2R VIP group has been shut down for a year. Nobody could get in. I just opened the floodgates for 100 new members. You could just get in by clicking the link in the description to the R2R VIP group. And a lot of good gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen in there, making calls, making moves, making money, doing what they do best, right? We just get together and we, it's like they say, one brain's better, two brains is better than one, four brains is better than two. Well, we got a lot of smart people in there that have been in crypto for a long time. So we already had 2 people come in. That's 98 spots left. Just click the link in the description. You can get in. Once it hits 100 new members in, we'll cap it off for a while again. And then, offer that again to people that want to join the VIP group. All right. It'll be already know that I was calling this. Taking preparations. How are we taking preparations for this opportunity that's still going to spin out of control all the way to the end of the year? But before we talk about that, we need to shout out the sponsors, the official sponsor of the R2R live stream and video content. Head over to dexfi.com/bonds, but the link's in the description, guys, because you're going to want to select my link. It's in the description of the video. Then you're going to want to use my referral code. Enter it in the apply referral code section at the bottom. But what do you get? Listen, already a whopping $864,930 in USDC has been paid over on base. We've been talking about this for well over a half a year. People have been preparing. APR right now is 52.90%. It only costs $50.42 at the current price of Ethereum as it's down to purchase a bond. What does the bond get you? It gets you passive exposure to the strategies that they use. You get complete expert entry, exit timing with precision managed liquidity all done for you. The daily compound of what the real yield ecosystem here is doing is $4,682.37 daily. Daily profit is $8,175. You're getting paid because of what they put together, and all you have to do is sit back and relax, get paid every Friday. Now, this is a massive part of what we've been talking about nonstop. I've been just talking about it to all my people. Head over to app.wiselending.com/RWA Vault, guys. All right. The bear market is going to get ugly. I believe Bitcoin will bottom at the end of 2026 between November and December. Okay. And that bottom could be $45,000, $50,000 Bitcoin. It could be a lot less depending on the traditional markets. And if we hit like an everything bubble, it can go down to a $30,000 Bitcoin if we hit an everything bubble, which is possible. But I think roughly $45,000 to $50,000 Bitcoin. But while you wait for things to just start to play out, 20% fixed APR in a recession-proof RWA vault. That's a real-world asset, okay, known as World Mobile Vault. You invest here, right? You can choose USDC or USDT on Ethereum or Arbitrum, and you get a fixed APR of 20% on your stable tokens. Already 701,000 in USDC has been deposited. And listen, the money is it's not a fugazi. It's real, okay? World Mobile Vault, the World Mobile Company, is a telecom internet company that the subscribers that are paying for these services, their subscriptions, their monthly subscriptions, is what's locking in that fixed APR of 20%. Recession-proof, reason being, because people need internet, people need telecom. Always. Number one thing that you're going to need, right up there next to food and water. You're going to need internet to work. You're going to need telecom, your mobile services and whatnot. It's one of those things you have to have, right? So I have a little demonstration of $118 in here. Interest is 22 cents. I can compound, add more. We'll let it sit. But let's go back to the price of Bitcoin, $78,590. We talked about it was going to hit $77,000 roughly around this time frame. And man, if it goes lower, we're in for it. We're in for it, right? Let's take a look at what's going on in traditional markets, which is really important. Gold has come down. It hit a top and it has crashed, right? It hit a top, and it hit the roof hard, and it came down. We went all the way to $5,574. People were screaming $6,000, $7,000, $10,000 gold. Same stuff they do when Bitcoin hits all-time high. Bitcoin topped October 5th at $126,000 of 2025, right? Everyone's like, 150, 200, 250, here it comes. Nope. I don't think so. Hold your horses. Not this cycle. The 4-year cycle has ended. Everyone wants to hold on to the super cycle. Why do they want to hold on to the super cycle? Because they haven't made money yet, and they haven't understand how cycles work. I have been positioning my people, and again, links in the description to join R2R VIP group. Right now, the gates are open. It's been closed for a year just for paid VIP members. I'm allowing you to enter right now. First 100 people to get in are in, and you're in it. All right. So gold tops, all right? People were shouting at the top of mountains. Cycles are real, okay? And the fear of the global economy and where people hedge their money is gold and silver, right? So that's what you always look for when you see that there's extreme doubt in what's going on in global markets, especially if you're in the U.S., right? Silver was just at 100, and what did we hit? $22? Now we're at $78. Okay. If you didn't see that coming, I'm sorry. You just got caught up in the moment. But commodities do this. They hit tops and they crash hard. All right. They have these massive corrections, just like crypto, almost like a meme token when these ones crash. We've seen it over and over and over throughout the decades. Okay. So I believe that we're going to slowly run into some issues looking at like the S&P 500. The top is near or has happened, and we need a big correction. It has long been overdue because we just keep printing money. We keep printing more and more of that money, and we're able to buy, and the buying power of the dollar becomes less and less. It doesn't become any better. And wages will not be able to be increased to, actually keep up with that inflation. and its value. And taxes are still at the same percent. It's not like when the dollar becomes less, they adjust the tax structure. That way you can have some wiggle room for that buying power that just decreases so that you can actually survive with the money that you make. No, you get taxed on it. You get taxed capital gains if you're in crypto. You get the whole enchilada up the you know what, right? So commodities going up and then hitting the top. I believe we're in the phase of when we wake up tomorrow, we either see a rally or a big dip. Now, there's a whole lot of things that are going on too. I think Powell is going to be replaced soon with the War. The guy's name is Warsh. I believe it's Warsh, Kevin Warsh, right? Hand selected, nominated by Trump. They're going to get rid of Powell. There's a lot of things that are creating fear. Okay. Who are the fear-mongering maniacs? The media. What are they doing right now in the United States? They are amplifying ICE agents doing their immigration pursuit of getting rid of immigrants in the U.S. And it's interesting because do you guys remember how many years ago, 30, 40 years ago, Born in East LA, a comedy movie based on immigration, taking a legal citizen and deporting him? You guys know that they've been deporting immigrants for a long, long time. And Obama happens to be one of the ones that deported the most. Matter of fact, like 56, 57 people died during that immigration process versus the few that have died so far in the Trump administration. And Obama was accused of putting kids in cages, separating kids. But it didn't come down to what it is today. It's racist now. And it's interesting that that's the case because of its Donald Trump, right? So the world is in chaos and the media stirs the pot, gets everyone to hate each other. And a lot of the people that are out there protesting right now, they're not thinking about the S&P 500. They're not thinking about gold. They're not worried about inflation. They got their head turned looking at something else, part of the matrix distraction, we'll call it, right? And while we're focusing on the markets, we see all that stuff, but it's just like our brains are here, right? We're seeing the things they don't want us to see, the manipulation that's happening. There's already been 2 banks that have gone into that have failed already at the end of this month of January. There is rumors that banks are going to start failing left and right. Okay, so there's a lot of things that are not on our side that don't favor what's happening as far as our narrative in crypto. Now, let me tell you something, guys. I've been getting you guys to do DexFi, right? You're getting your APR, get your USD. You can literally take your USD, bridge it over, and start applying a 20% fixed APR, getting ready for the bear market. And a lot of people laugh at me, but I'm laughing right now because the fact that I talk about when we head into a bear market, you want a project that is continuing to build in different phases, okay? And while it builds and prints you money, you make more and more during the dip, and you're always making money. It's consistent, right? Sergio, what's up, bro? Right? So you're making money. And I talked about this, and a lot of people were like, nah. Texacoin up 50% during this dump. You guys want to know why I choose projects like this? And I'm not playing around when I talk about Texacoin. A lot of people just have this barrier where they just refuse to understand why I pitched this so hard, okay, and why I predict it will continue to do good when the market goes down as well, and why buying a miner, don't be a whiner, buy a miner, or buy the token, okay? They are building. They actually are going to do 5 different mining projects. That's going to be the first ever cross-mining support system, and one's going to be built in Dubai, and it starts February the 3rd. Texacoin represents Texas right now, and they're in phase 2 and phase 3 right now. And if you haven't done your research, I'm sorry. If you haven't bought a miner, I'm sorry. Maybe I haven't been a little rough around the edges like I should be. But damn it, when I see something that has big potential and they're building, I don't pass up. Okay. And believe me, I don't want to win without you. I want to win with you, but you can only lead the horse to water. So I got videos on Texacoin as well. You can go buy a miner position. 23% of the seats are filled up. You can start with your first miner, $995. They got bigger packages. The main thing is do your research and understand that if you're going to be in a bear market, you better get into something. If outside of stables, right, like securing 20% fixed APR on the Wise lending site, then get into something that is stacking up with marketing and building. Okay. That's Texacoin. So check it out. Go to my videos. I got tutorials. I got tons of videos on this. If you miss out, hey, it's on you. You're stupid. You're probably that person that's like, Thomas G is saying Bitcoin's going below 80,000 soon. I don't think so. We're in a super cycle. We're going to 200K. Yeah, okay. You know, I've been doing this crypto stuff since 2013. And I've seen when projects actually accelerate and actually go up against the market during a bear market. And there's a lot of them I've found that have skyrocketed during a bear market, tons that I've ran into. And if you don't take advantage of the opportunity when it's there and you miss it because you're looking at it, you're going, no, I'm going to play meme tokens, this and that. There's always an excuse and always a scenario. It's always down to risk tolerance. Somebody rather buy a meme token on Solana than invest in a project that has tons of marketing and growth and it not an anonymous founder. And it's mind-boggling. Okay. It's absolutely mind-boggling, but it is what it is. So I think we are in a situation right now, as we see Bitcoin dipping right now, $78,261, that we're close to that confirmation, right? There is still going to be the people out there on Twitter that are shouting at the top of the mountain saying, we're going to recover. Listen, we will have sucker rallies and relief rallies as well. I say when we get here, you know, close to $69,000, $68,000 Bitcoin, we can have a big push, even especially at the end of the summer into July, maybe even retest like $95,000, $100,000 Bitcoin. But my measured move all the way into November, December for buying everything at the bottom for Bitcoin and my favorite altcoins is going to be November, December of 2026. And I'll position my money and secure it in stable tokens, earning 20% fixed APR. And in addition to that, right, not so much as gambling, but taking a leap of faith in a big position for Texacoin with miners and buying as the market starts to shake out people and give those that take the opportunity and run with it the bag of a lifetime that can change your life with buying dips and tokens that you like at the right time, buying into projects that are actually, you know, doing something unique and special. And when they got the big amount of hate, I know I'm in the right place. So I'm really excited about Texacoin. Bitcoin, you know, I'll be buying that dip later this year. You already know my time frames, and we'll get it going. Here we go. We got some people coming into R2R, guys. Don't forget the link is in the description, right? Right now, the gates are open. Now there's only 97 seats left where I put the link in the description. R2R VIP group has been closed for a year. All right. Just about a year. I'm allowing 100 new heads to come in. Once it hits that, my invite already knows to cap it at 100. 97 seats left. Boom, bada bing, bada boom. It's over. Maybe I'll do it again in a month. Maybe I'll do it again in 6 months. Maybe I'll do it again in a year or never again. I just want to make sure that they're in this bear market. I bring as many people with me to capture lifetime changing goals, to actually set goals that can change your life. Okay. A goal should be, testing that, what do they call it? That muscle that at the beginning of the video, your not your tolerance, but your risk muscle. Work it like you're at the gym, right? And if you want to win in crypto, you have to take risk regardless of, you like it or not. Sometimes it's going to be a slow grind and you'll get there. Sometimes it'll be fast money, but you have to have the risk tolerance to take the actual leap and hope that, it plays out for you. We got this guy saying, hi. We're going to put that user in timeout, spamming the chat. Bye, Felicia. But yeah, we have different things set up so that we can earn. And then if you're over there on Jupiter too, links in the description. I look at season 1. I started the day before season 1 ended, and I traded enough to get it like $9. This is Jupiter. This is the #1 DEX aggregator on Solana, where it finds the quickest routes, the cheapest, swap opportunities, and the lowest slippage. I got 5 cards, so you can get it. You can get a drop, right? So when you start trading, right, I have no referrals. You start going, and when it gets to 100%, you get a card. So I got 5 cards, got $9. Cool. But you have like these different reward drop rates, right? You can get a $10,000 legendary card. It's where its drop rate's like 0.001. And you see, I have no referrals. I earned that all my own. So use the link in the description to support the channel. Now they doubled it for season 2. Okay. So a lot of you guys out there are going to be trading your meme tokens. I know you are. Go to the link in the description and use Jupiter Swap. All right. Because now Jup USD, which is their own stable token, they doubled the reward pool to $2 million. You literally can sit here trading. Once my 2.5% trading goes to 100, it only takes like, I think it was averaging like maybe $2,000 in back and forth trades. Get dropped a card, and you open it right away. Once it airdrops to you, and you have a chance to win big, man. Look at this. There's a $1, $5, $25, $100, 10,000. And you know what? The person that I saw win a 10,000 only opened 26 cards. So you can literally farm. Like you could take $500, buy a token, sell it. Buy a token, sell it with little profit or no, break even, and farm it and keep getting your percentage up, and you'll see how fast you'll stack cards. So I have a new strategy I'm going to be doing. It's pretty cool. I mean, I'm excited about that. Bitcoin 78,422. Where are we going to end up by the end of the weekend? Gosh, I don't know. Let's see who else is going to join our R2R VIP chat. Listen, people are in there doing meme tokens. They're doing this, that. It's one of those things where you got to be like, hey, I could never have done what I've done in crypto alone. I needed the help of a lot of people. So it makes sense. Your network is your net worth, hands down. Let's see. Yeah. People are talking about Texacoin. I do got a Texacoin Telegram group too as well. You can join R2R and the Texacoin group as well. You can find that link in the description. I'll put that in the comments as well. I don't understand who likes to watch people eat. Yuck. You make money by letting people watch you eat. What has happened to this world? What is he talking about? We gotta get this person out of here. Bye, Felicia. All right then, late. So yeah, that's the Telegram group right there that I just posted in the chat. That's for Texacoin. All right. And then the description for the R2R VIP group is in the YouTube video. You guys can join there as well. The Texacoin Telegram group has no limits to it. Now the limit to let's see, R2R is 97 people. So fill up the seats, then we'll close it down. And just like to keep it a small community, so we don't have a bunch of people in there. And if you're in there just to talk mess, you'll probably get kicked, and you'll ruin your opportunity to network with some people that are on the high end of the totem pole when it comes to knowing exactly what is going on in crypto and where we're at in the market, and make some good calculated moves. So love to see you guys in there. Taking a look here. Gosh, I gotta say it too. You would have to be an absolute maniac not to be in app.wiselending.com RWA vaults. I don't know what to tell you. There's so many things that I wish people would understand, because I've been doing this for so long. Like clockwork. I've made a living off of doing this. Bought a home, support a family. I just you can lead them to water, the horse to water, like they say. Find my video, though, on how to sign up for TXC. Get a freaking miner. One miner and start off. buy some TXC, buy the wrapped one on Ethereum. But you fill out your information, you choose a package, you can choose one miner, $9.95. You're going to get passive income, right? You're going to get mining rewards every day for a long time to come, no matter if the market's up or down. Then when you realize that and start seeing it stack, you're going to go, okay, I need to get 5 miners. Thomas G was right. And it's always going to be one of those things where you just got to tap in little by little. Just like when you first got into crypto, you probably put $100, $200. In this case, the miner seat's going to be what, $9.95. But the cross-chain mining project too that's coming out, that's going to be based in Dubai, right, is meant to be part of phase 3 of Texitcoin. And it's going to be global cross mining, redundancy, and scaling. This stuff's never been done before. But if you wanted to get in early on this one, it's going to cost you an arm and a leg. If you decide, look, if they have like a package where it's $27,000, 54, 243,000 for that one, they have other ones you can fill out as well. But I'm looking and waiting till this comes. This actually launches on the 3rd, which is going to be like their sister project. And I'm just going to keep doing my Texitcoin thing and start off there, and then start off small on iScanner. Do all 5. Dubai is going to be big, man. That's going to be a big thing in Dubai, that's for sure. Back to price of Bitcoin. See if there's anything else going on in Yahoo Finance that's worth pointing out. There's a war in the streets. Let's see. Tupac, man. They got a war on drugs so the police can bother me. Can't feed the poor, but got money for wars. Isn't that something? Still rings a bell on my brain till this day. Oh my gosh. Yeah, gold is down in the earliest round. Let's see if we can take a look at Ethereum here. Oh, snaps. $2,390 Ethereum. Remember all those people? It's going to go to all-time high, $10,000. What's going on with Pulse Chain? Let's see. Shout out to Stacks exit Pulse Chain immediately. That ended up being a good call by him and R2R. Trolled us for months to exit Pulse Chain. All those months, and he was right. Some people got it. Some people don't, right? It is what it is. Pulse Chain's down. Might add a 0 for Pulse. Pulse X just added a 0. Holy smokes. What's Hex at? Wow. And that's P-Hex. Holy moly, guacamole. What in the world is going on? That's crazy. And the Solana memes are flushing out too right now too. Look at that. Everything down but your wrap TXC. Why? Because they're building. Why are they building? Because they want to be the best thing since sliced spread in crypto. I mean, I'm done talking about it. You guys already know. The information's out there. The information's out there. You got all the info you need. Taking a look at Pulse. Boom, down. You guys want to hate on Texitcoin? Look what Pulse has done for all these months. Texitcoin launched a year ago. A year ago, and 2 years ago in 2 years ago in January, around this time, Texitcoin launched. So if you go to January 2024, when Texitcoin launched at 2.8 cents, if you had put all your hundreds of thousands of dollars in Texitcoin versus Pulse Chain, where it's at today, Texitcoin was about 2.5 cents. It topped at right about $7. It would have done way better. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, but you didn't, right? Same thing could happen in the next 2 years from now too, as well. So pick your poison, man. Some people, it's time to wake up, brother. It's time to wake up. Smell the coffee. There's a lot of effing opportunity out there. People are not taking it. If you're not getting a miner and you're being a whiner, not buying Texitcoin, I think you're silly. If you're not going and using the link in the description, if you're a Solana meme coin degen person and season 1's over and you're not over here trading on Jupiter Dex, you're losing your mind. Season 2 starting $2 million in GUP USD rewards. All right. If you're not parking your stable tokens for 20% fixed APR, I can't help you. I can't help you, right? I freaking can't help you. You know, it almost becomes annoying. If you're not heading over to dexfi.com/bonds, links in the description. Grab my referral link, enter my referral code in this section here, earn APR 53.01% in USDC. Minting bonds is super cheap over on Base, $50.31 per bond. I don't know what to tell you, right? Keep buying your Bitcoin, keep holding your Bitcoin, keep buying your Ethereum, and missing on opportunity. Price of Solana, dippity dip, 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 dip. Look at that right there, $102 going down. I had a price range of $35 to $50 of buying this Solana token at the end of the 2026 targeted, November, December bottom. So all the links in the description, guys. R2R VIP group, links in the description. 97 seats left. You just click it, you can enter, and then all the way till 100 have been filled. No more people. And then also the TXE, I put it in the chat. If you want to be a man, bro, man up, get a miner, get some tokens, ride the wave, brother, ride the wave. The market's down and we're chilling. All right. I already told you what's going to happen. It'll continue to happen in different phases. Don't forget to pound that like button. Drop a comment. Till next time, we'll do it again. Yeah, dog.
The reality is, the more risk you take, the luckier you get. So people need to learn to take one big risk a day. Every day take a risk and build up that risk muscle, because risk is where success comes.
Risk must be taken for the greatest. Hazard in life is to risk nothing.
Take the biggest fucking risks of your entire life right now. Remember, you have time.
I think that most people, the reason that they lack success in their life is that they lack the courage to make the decisions that need to be made to put them in the position that they want to be in.
You can get so scared, and you can be so easily lulled into the idea that good is good enough, that feeling safe and comfortable is what you should always be looking for. That way of thinking, in your 20s in particular, dead fucking wrong. I want you to start to create this mindset of taking risks and going big.